Pacific Office Automation presents Team Up to Give Back. Legendary Partners.
At POA, we're dedicated to supporting the communities where we live, work, and play. We team up with high school and college athletic programs, and we foster valuable and strategic partnerships with major league sports franchises. Recently, we spoke with some of those teams about our shared culture, goals, and our theme for this year, Be Legendary.
You have to have something inside of you driving you to be good, to be great, to set yourself apart from everybody else.
To be the best you can be, Coach Carroll relies a lot on competition. It's one of his themes. Today is Competition Wednesday at the headquarters. So he asks his players that don't be complacent, that every day and every opportunity, whether it's a meeting or a practice, is a time to be your best.
Trust is very important, both on the ice and off the ice with the Sharks. It starts with the coaching staff and also starts with the leadership on the business side as well. Each employee and each member of the team has to know what their role is, and that role has to be clearly defined as to what their objective is. And what our coaching staff did very well last year was identifying the skill sets of our players, putting them in roles where they could succeed, and how it fit into the overall systems that the team wanted to play.
I think the single most thing that stops an organization from being legendary is an unwillingness by the people within the organization to put what's best for the organization above what might be best for their own personal desires, agenda, department, however you want to categorize, or everybody should be working towards the goal of taking the organization forward.
I think if you look at organizations that are really high performing, there's one consistent theme that I've always seen, and that's a positive energy. People like coming to work. You can feel it when you're walking around the office, and I think positivity breeds results, and it breeds an environment that people really like to be in.
Throughout the course of a long season, you're going to have the ups and downs, and I think that's when, as leaders, as veteran players in a locker room, that you've got to empower guys to keep pushing. We still have a chance. We can still do this. We're good enough. Remember 2015, the run that we went on to win that MLS Cup. We can do that again.
If you're actually going on the ice and you are afraid to make a mistake or do something wrong on the ice, you will make a mistake. You can't go that way. I could give you an example. If I get in front of a net and I look at the left corner and it's open, for me in my mind, I'm gonna shoot 100% in that left corner. I might miss. Before the shot, my confidence is there. I feel like I'm gonna score. And I might miss, but again, when I come back on that bench, I miss, I let go.
I'm not afraid to fail. I learned more from failing than having success. My college coach told me that. He said, you're gonna learn more when things are not going well than when things are going great. To be successful, it takes hard work. It's not what you do when people is around you or when the lights are on. It's what you do away from everybody else is important. I said, what you do in the dark gonna be revealed in the light.
I think an organization can hold itself back from being legendary if they fail to adapt or are willing to change. I think if you know where you want to go and you have a focus and not look back at where you've been, it allows you to work towards that and to achieve those goals.
You talk about being legendary, and I think in that 2015 run, the word that came up a lot in the locker room was creating a legacy, and that team wanted to do it. And we were fortunate enough to go on and be able to bring that cup home to our fans and this organization. The one thing I think that would keep a business or a team from, reaching those goals would kind of be a fear to fail. And I think at the end of the day, you've got to trust your instincts, trust that you've worked your tail off and done the best that you can to put yourself in a good situation, and you're going to make the most of it.
The partnership between the Sharks and POA over the last 4 years has been outstanding. We are so proud to partner with a strong Bay Area company that shares the same corporate values and customer service values that the Sharks have had for the last 26 years.
Our relationship with Pacific Office Automation goes way back. I think we have a great relationship as an organization. If you could define partnership, I think Pacific Office Automation and the Trailblazers is one of the best out there, and we really appreciate having them as part of our organization.
Here at the Timbers, we just want to thank Pacific Office Automation for their support. Two amazing businesses celebrating 40 years. And for us, aligning with them and what their goals are seem to be very, very similar to what our goals are in terms of You know, whether it's players on a team or personnel in an office, continuing to pick out the best in those categories means a lot to us.
The Denver Nuggets organization would like to thank POA for their continued support and sponsorship and working together.
Colorado Avalanche would like to thank POA to be a strong partner in being involved with the community.
Pacific Office Automation, the account management team have been very passionate about being a corporate partner with the Seattle Seahawks organization. They seem committed to excellence. It kind of matches our virtues and what we're trying to achieve. And they've been very supportive of all of our needs.
I'd love to thank Pacific Office Automation for being terrific partners of the Phoenix Suns. This is a partnership that is of critical importance to us. As we've gotten to know your business, it's very clear that there's a lot of synergies and there's a lot of similarities relative to culture. You know, the collaboration, the hard work, the ethics, the desire to have teamwork, the desire to be legendary, which is something that obviously we strive for every day. Being a legendary basketball team is something that is the lifeblood of our organization, just like it's the lifeblood of your organization.
POA has been with us for a long time. It's one of those great marriages that a client and an organization have. And both have grown immensely. And between the Trailblazers and POA, it's terrific. As I often say, it's a Rip City combination.